Welcome to Flemingsburg Farms and Community Workshop. This is the area that I'm proposing to have Appalachian Grow help me develop this into a community farm. To the left over here is the river, the Monongahela. To your right over here is where the farm was at, the two-story farmhouse, the mule barn, and the corral. And all this down around through here at one time was nothing but cleared farmland that belonged to the Flemings. We're going to stroll on down here and take a look at the river. As you can see, there's a lot of land down in here that could be cleared and made into garden beds. Place for people to come and have recreation near the river, picnic tables. They can still come down here along the river bank when I clean it up to where they could fish right from the river. It's a little rough going down there, but just showing you that this bank, if it was cleaned up along through here and some of this underbrush all cleaned up, there could be picnic tables and places for the public to go down, and the community can go down and enjoy the river and the shade. Well, we're back on the railroad tracks and we're headed down toward where the farmhouse of the Flemings used to sit in Flemingsburg. It was like a little community. As you can see, this used to be the old road that took you over and across to where the sawmill property was. When I was a kid, this used to be the road that took you over to my grandmother's house. This is the old road that used to be through here. What I'm wanting to do is to finish cleaning this road up and clear the underbrush up a little bit so you can move around in here. See, what I'm wanting to do is to come back in through here on this old road. Clear it all out. And I want to build the community workshop right in this little area here out of pallets. And after I build the pallet workshop, the community workshop, that's where I'll be running the farm out of for all this other land that you see around here, that once I clear it, I could be planting garden beds, trees and shrubs, and plus I could teach people how to grow their own vegetables and have beds up here for the community gardens. There's plenty of land down here that can be used and cleaned up and cleared. I was proposing I wanted to use wood chips, have the tree companies from around here, which I've already talked to them. They said that they would dump me the chips down there so I could build the beds in the flower gardens. Now we're back out on the road, and we're headed toward where the Fleming farmhouse originally set at back at the time of the Civil War. Well, we're coming on around the turn down from 9th Street, and right up in there is where we was at, up in the wooded area up in there. Well, it looks to me I'll get some cherry firewood this winter to burn. Oh, that's a nice cherry log there. Oh yeah, need to get that cleaned up. Well, we're coming up on where the mule barn is, where my grandmother lived. Yeah, I see another tree, cherry tree fell on the other side of the railroad tracks. That land down there facing the tracks over there facing the river, that is part of this farm too. Now right there, back in the woods, was that old road, and it come right down through here to the main road, and my grandmother's mule barn sat right there. She lived in it. And right here's where the old Fleming 2-story wraparound porch farmhouse sat. I come down off of the railroad tracks down here to the other side, coming down back on the other side. This all used to be, when I was younger, a garden. Sorry for moving so fast. This used to be all garden. This is kind of like my page on my YouTube channel. Kind of, sort of, that's why I picked it out. Well, this is the river, the Monongahela. See, this used to be a road all the way out through here. If this was cleaned and mowed, people could come down here to the river and they could fish, enjoy the river, enjoy the gardens. I like to be able to go back and put a big garden back up in there where this area here is. Picnic tables over in there in the woods so people can get into the shade and walk over to the garden. And it goes this way clear up to the 12th Street trestle. Well, I see that the railroad has put a bunch of railroad ties up through here. Kind of wondering about that. But anyhow, I'll get a hold of CSX. Now this way leads you on up to that B&O railroad bridge that was blown up in the Civil War. I see they're still surveying around here. We're still headed out toward the trestle. This is where the farm ends at.